Hey Clashers, air is becoming more popular again, and because of that, we're diving into this dragon strategy with a more specific focus on the Minion Prince equipment. Because more and more top players are actually utilizing the Meteor staff instead of the Dark Crown on the Minion Prince. With that being said, let's dive into this strategy and as well explain why those pros are playing the Meteor staff over the Dark Crown. But before we're diving into the live legend attacks, I want to make sure that you're understanding every single step of the strategy, because arguably the beginning is usually the most important thing about this strategy, and you're going to invest quite a bit of time for that. What do I mean by that? Well, you always start things off with the Flame Flinger. This is the siege which makes the dragons right now viable. If you do not take advantage of that, well, if you're playing within modifiers, you're going to struggle right now with those dragons. Totems are strong, but one of the reasons why totems are strong is because you can protect the Flame Flinger and let it work for a long time. Actually, on this base, what I'm going to do is first pick a flank on where you want to start with your Flame Flinger. At the top side, it is impossible. We have the town hall covering, we have an Invis tower and so on. The top left is not possible. The left side is going to be really tricky because some defenses are outranging the Flame Flinger, like the Mortar, Expo for example. So this is kind of tricky. Another Expo over here as well. So what we have to do instead is just going from this bottom side because we can at least get some defenses over here. Again, it's not about the craziest value. Just let your Flame Flinger work a little bit. With that being said, let's do exactly that. And for this part of the attack, you actually take 60 to 90 seconds. And for this Flame Flinger, you can invest as well quite a bit. If you're going to heroes or ground expos, you can do that with just remembering the range of those expos and place the totem inside that. Because what this does, well, that totem is going to tank for the Flame Flinger for forever. It is kind of crazy. As well, if there are any heroes, you can take those out with those Inferno Dragons. This is one of the main reasons why you have them as well. Another thing, if there are any mortars, for example, you can take those out with the Rocket Loots. Something as well which I like to do nowadays as well is just bring a Hog Rider, remove one of the Rocket Loots, for example. That's totally up to you, but sometimes people really like to bait those Flame Flingers. So having a Hog Rider test for traps or a Giant, for example, can be quite helpful. But again, that is up for you, and it's like personal preference. For us, we're going to use the Flame Flinger down here. Now, in like the majority of times in your attacks, you're going to have the Flame Flinger deciding the entire next part of the attack. Because in the majority of your attacks, you will have the Flame Flinger in one part of the base. Next to the Flame Flinger, the dragons. And then on the other side of the dragons, you have your king and queen. This is how you usually approach bases. On this base, it is a little bit different, because you have to take advantage of the natural pathing of the base as well. On this one, far side, well, you're going against 2 fire spitters and 2 sweepers, so you kind of have to start with the town hall. So what we're doing instead now here, we have the Flame Flinger, which is just going for value, which is one of those rare cases. You have the heroes for flanking, and then we have the dragons in from the top side. The heroes, make sure that you're investing totems not just into your dragons. Keep those heroes alive if possible. The next part of this top side, you can see the dragons splitting around, but eventually going for the core. But now, let's talk about the next big elephant in the room, and that is the equipment for the Minion Prince. And to be honest, I was always a big fan, and to be honest, I still am a big fan of the Dark Crown. And on paper, the Dark Crown fully stacked has 1000 more hit points in comparison and yields 70 DPS more than the Meteor Staff. So why are top players now using the Meteor Staff over the Dark Crown? That makes no sense, right? Well, the big difference here is actually that the DPS only means when the Meteor Prince is attacking. When the Minion Prince is attacking. And when he's stuck on things like skeletons, when he's maybe just flying to the next target, this DPS number, well, is not really going up because he can't attack anything. With that being said, this is why a lot of people like to use the Meteor Staff, because it's constant DPS non-stop coming in, and this is really one of the more crucial parts here. Is there a big difference? So if you have the Dark Crown leveled and you now hear, oh, iTzu says, or you just take a look at the top ranks, everyone is running the Meteor Staff, don't worry. It is not a day and night difference. It is a really, really minor difference, and as well, I would say still personal preference, but a lot of the top pros right now just prefer the Meteor staff for the reasons which I just mentioned. But with that being said, and this just being an example, I think we should dive into some attacks where I can exactly showcase to you how you funnel with the Flame Flinger as well. Because as I said, having the Flame Flinger on a separate part of the base working on its own is something quite unusual. Otherwise, 60 to 90 seconds, let the Flame Flinger work, protect it at all costs, and then have the dragons next to it, and then the heroes. Heroes always away from the client castle if possible. And as I said, this is why, as soon as you pick your Flame Flinger spot, everything else usually is decided. Flame Flinger down here means usually dragons next to it, and then the heroes next to it. Obviously, you could flip it to the other side, then you have to watch out for things like the client castle. But you have as well to take consideration things like Sweeper, or for example, things like the Fire Spiriters on this base. So going far side would be way too risky. But again, like I said, let's dive into a couple of live attacks and see how we can perform. Okay, we have an interesting double invis base. I mean, in theory, they should be somewhat easy if we can trigger both of those invis towers. The question is, from where do we enter? Where is that revenge tower? Am I missing it? Oh, in the core, I'm just blind. Oh my, I'm just literally blind. But that should be fine. How can we do this? I think I would like to... Okay, I have an idea. So let's first take down this. Then it should be out of range of the expo. Yeah, okay, it is out of range of the expo. As soon as that is going down, we can then use a totem to distract the expo. I will place it a little bit further inside to make sure that if there are any Tesla, they're going to pop. So like this. There are no Tesla. Perfect. So now the Flinger is going to do the job. We can already use some archers to funneling and working. That's already really good. Perfect. So right now we're creating a good cut. Like what we need to do, we have to get our dragons into the base, into the middle of the base. Otherwise, this entire attack is going to fall short. Like this is going to be really horrible. So with that currently being said, things are looking really, really solid for us. Expo is gone. Perfect. Now, let's take a look at the top side. Queen can be maybe used at an angle. Let's use the king with that. Dragons. Dragon riders. The archer queen from up here. Perfect. We should have triggered... I think we triggered both. That's exactly what we had to do. One totem in the middle. Minion Prince is really suffering, okay. Let's use the Rage. Warden. We can use back-end distraction right here. I'm not really sure just yet where to put the other stuff. Maybe just put the overgrowth right here. I think that might be the good way to do it. Freeze it, so we make sure that the core is going down. We can... Ooh, what is it? Come on, no, tank it, please, something. Okay, we lost the Minion Prince. But we still think... I think we're still fine. If that bomb pipe... Yes, the bomb pipe is going down, so that's good for us. Nice, nice, nice. We have Rockadoon coming out. We can use this Inferno Baby Dragon. That's good. We have distraction on the back, and we still have the King ability and the Archer Queen, so I think we're looking really solid. Please, something take down the Rockadoon. Thank you, appreciate it. Now, do we go... Okay, the Spiky Ball did not go exactly as I thought. Let's distract this now and put everything in here. Hawk Rider, everything, pretty much. And I think we're good to go. It wasn't the cleanest, but to be honest, that is not really what matters. The Minion Prince, I'm not sure what exactly dealt so much damage in the beginning initially, but something did a lot of damage, so the Minion Prince lost the ability way too early. Would have liked to have it for the back end, but hey, it doesn't matter in the end. Again, on those type of bases, the most crucial part is that you get the Flame Flinger right. If you're doing that and you get the pathing right into the core, it's GG, it's done. And that's exactly what we did here. And with that, we're having a nice 3-star. Okay, let's play another minigame, and that is called Protect the Flame Flinger. So, where do we enter? I mean, the Town Hall side looks pretty solid, but I'm always... No, I think we're fine, right? If we take down those mortars... I'm not sure if it's already enough, like enough value and such. This looks really good to get like the... I think we're going to try that. Not gonna lie. So let's get first 1, 2. Okay. So I guess like this. And then yeah, I guess that's everything I can do at this point. As well as already use some archers on this side. Just to start some cleanup process. Back to this side as we are looking at the totem tanking right now. Everything that's great. Flinger doing its job. I would like to as well get a couple of shots onto the multi-gear cannon because it should splash onto quite some of those other defenses, which is then nice for us. So that's a really good thing. Let's see if there's a Tesla as well. There is a Tesla as well. That's good. Those skeletons should be taken care of with the poison. Exactly that is happening. Or with the fire, whatever you want to name it. So for now, we're looking really good, actually. Come on, Flinger. I would let him work like maybe 20 more, 30 more seconds. Oh, we're going for the... Yeah, perfect. We're going for the multi-gear right away. And then, where are those... Okay, sweepers are pointing to that direction. That's fine. Let's use a Babe Dragon right here to funnel. The archers, okay. There was a Tesla. It's okay, it's okay. Now, let's start with our... The Archer Queen first. Let's start with the Archer Queen. Okay, we got a giant... the air defense. King. The Rage and Eternal Tome. Let's protect those. Just like that. Okay. Now the overgrowth. Maybe... I think just the core for now. I think that's good enough. We can distract the back end though. That's good. Minion Prince ability. I'm not sure exactly when. Minion Prince, come on, turn somehow into the middle of the base. Please, like go into... Yes, thank you. Now that ability, perfect. So you have the King ability. We have the core, which is kind of a big issue, but hey. We will try to make it work. Minion Prince, you need to carry this. Please, show me why the Meteor is so good. Somehow. Okay. Let's do another totem to really just get the distraction going. Another totem right here with this right there. Freeze. King. When do we use the King ability, by the way? Maybe yet? Now. Maybe now is the time. Distraction, come on. Distraction again. 19 seconds. Please. Is it going to be time fail? Was I too slow or something? No. Come on. 9 seconds. Please. The splash. The meteor. I don't know. It's a time fail. Are you kidding me? No shot. Maybe we should have used the King ability a tiny little bit earlier to get the what is it? The air sweeper. But yeah. Power-wise, it was enough. It was just really the time. Unlucky, I guess. Unlucky. But still, if you want to give it a try, feel free to do so. As well, if you want to watch some more attacks, you can as well check out the YouTube channel from Stars, who's doing like that attack strategy at the top of the top. And as always, thank you so much for watching the video. I wish you guys back tomorrow with the next one. Until then, see ya, and bye-bye.